Hey everyone, it's VM Campos Magic Fan. Where is my webcam? There's my webcam right there. All my webcams are off for some reason, so welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. It's been a little while. We took a little break last week, but unexpected. But this time we're back, so I'll do the usual here as everyone comes into the chat. I'm going to just make sure all my cameras work just right. All right, so on the amazing cam over here, looks good overall, but I think we need to brighten things up a little bit. Let's see, configure a video. You would assume that all of this would stay forever correct, but assumptions of you and me. All right, so that one, it looks good. Full screen cam over here, that one's also kind of a little dark, but if we go over to these settings, brightness, contrast, saturation, gain, exposure, here we go. Let's get exposed. Too much right around there. Okay, that should work. Then we've got the web browser cam. Looks good right there in case we need to look up stuff online and the like. Card cam. Hey there, Gabe, how are you doing? I just started. I'm just checking all my cameras. Oops, that's upside down. Okay, let me fix that. If we go to a setting, where's this setting? Transform and roll out 180 degrees. Nope, that's the wrong one. Just a moment, I almost got it. Camera, oops. Let's go right here. Oh, I know why it's locked. Okay, let's select it. Transform it. Transform it 180. That's still the wrong one. How do you grab this? Okay, hide that one. And then select that one. Yeah, there's transformers in this set, as I understand it. So why doesn't it let... Oh, I see. Okay, lock that, unlock that. It shouldn't take this long. Sorry about that, but I think we got it. There we go. So now I can actually see it when we do the card crack a pack a little bit later. We will do a crack a pack of the new set Brothers War, and there might be a Transformers card here, actually. So yeah, they're doing lots of crossovers nowadays. Okay. Back to here. So yeah, welcome. Hopefully we can get an end of the year game or two in. We just had a game where we met a brand new person. Say hi to them in the Discord. Their name is Sylvia, so you can say hello. They played Magic with me and Stevie the day that we played this past Thursday. The other three people that were going to come couldn't come at the last minute, so it was just Steven and myself. But then Sylvia showed up and we played with them, and then they joined the Discord. So they're a bit of a newer player, so we'll give them a good welcome. Anyway, let's play some Arena over here, and got some gold to dig. Now let me ask, how's my voice sounding? And the music. Not sure if there isn't any music exactly playing at the moment, but when the game starts, you can tell me if the music sounds good. So what's today's challenges? White or red, green or white. Okay, so it's telling me to play white. Let's see. Which white deck? Danitha? I haven't played that one in a little while. Let's play that. Let's play equipment. And see how that goes. Oh, I forgot to do actually... We'll do some shout-outs as these are loading up. Here's some recent subscribers. Dark Winter... Oops. Actually, click it. Shout out to Dark Winter Wolf for being a recent subscriber. Oh, I think I recognize that name. I was posting some stuff recently on Reddit, and they replied to like 90 of my posts, so I think they're in love with me. Cool. And they also subscribed to me on the YouTube, so shout out to you, Dark Winter Wolf, for your recent subscriber. All right, so Juicy J is the opponent. They're playing blue and black. I have removal for that, and I got equipment. Okay, I can do stuff here. So if they play their turn to Arcane Signet, I got an answer for that. Nope, they got a Cold Steel Heart, so I got an answer for that. Sorry about that, opponent. But I came to win. Oops, that didn't count there. Okay, never mind. That was a waste of my... that was a waste there. It only traps creatures. Whoops, I was thinking of Portable Hole, I guess. Oh, you got a new video coming out. Okay, I will check it out. Did you say it's already out or it's coming out soon? Yeah, I'll check it out. Great. Give us a little hint. I'll definitely watch it, but give us a hint of what the... what's it about? So as we start the next game, here's another shout out. Valerio Moser. Hey there, Team Teeks. How are you doing? Welcome. So we just started the games over here. Gonna do some gameplay. Open up a pack. Have a little drink. Talk about magic and everything. How have I been? Good. I think it's been about 3 weeks now, but 3 or 4 weeks ago I actually got ill. It wasn't COVID, but it was probably the flu. I had gotten the latest COVID booster, but I didn't get the flu shot because I didn't want both of them at the same time. And then that was my epic downfall there, because then eventually I'm pretty sure I got the flu. But that was a few weeks ago. I'm good now. And back to operational. All right, so you said you've got your video out now. You're embarrassed. Well, don't be if you felt it when you created it, then it was good that you created it. So we'll check that out. Everyone in the chat, go look at Gabe's YouTube video there on his Journey Tree account and tell him how good it is. Uh-oh, we're going to get one of those bites. Nope, not a bite. Okay, no worries. Let's try to get that opponent's Catibri of Mithral Hall is the opponent there, but they're gonna Tamiyo's whatever, but oops. Two whole spells for one, dealing with one problem, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So definitely taking out the opponent's commander like that is very uncouth, but gotta get that gold. Phenomenal if... Oh yeah, so we'll see about what we pull when we open the packs in a moment. We'll see about what amazing thing to get. Alright, passing priority A. That seems tricky. Okay. I can live with that. So they can equip, give it a +1 for whatever. Basilisk Collar Death Touch. Free equip onto Katri. I'm going to have to do what my deck does. Now that's a ward of 1, so I always do this. Play the land and then make sure you have the mana to cast your things, because that happens so many times. Got 34 life already. How does that happen? Well, nowadays there's so... Continuing to read your comment. Nowadays there's just so many versions of things. It's really ramped up that there's a lot of different collectible aspects nowadays. Alright, so that'll be tricky there. That is a 9/6. Not strong enough yet. Hopefully I draw a good card. Not a good card. Amazing. Okay, well, we're at their mercy over here for a couple of turns. They will equip all of that. I think they have First Strike as well. No, they have Death Touch. Well, now they're getting even stronger there. So let's see exactly what do they have at the moment. War, Death Touch, Lifelink, Vigilance, Menace. Alright, so that's definitely not good. Alright, GG opponent. Got a very good board state there, so good job. Let's give another shout out to another recent subscriber, Jason Harleyberg. Also, thank you for the recent subscription. Hope you enjoy my content. Every time I log into Twitch and there's a little notification on the corner, it's always disappointing because it's just, what's my latest things? Twitch recap, who cares? There's the new affiliate offer, free 2 months of Adobe, who cares? To account for currency fluctuations, we're currently adjusting our bits, who cares? So every time I see these supposed notifications on Twitch, it's always disappointing. Alright, Gisa, mono black versus mono white, and I've got all this removal in my hand. It's almost too mean. Almost. Alright, turn 2, Guardian Idol. Actually, turn 2, exile that. Plus, I will wave to them with their own Gisa. They're like, how does that happen? I'm Gisa, not you. Bastion. Hopefully I get my 3rd mana. No, of course not. So instead we'll play that. Now they're playing mono black, so I'm sure they're going to have removal. So this will be a slog. I'll probably wait until... You know what? Actually, let's see if they get more board presence. And then we'll wipe that board. So how's everyone doing? You yourself, how were your weeks? How are your plans for the coming holidays and the like? Classic. So the opponent's got all the good stuff happening, and I'm falling behind. I think the last 3 games have been that same thing, falling behind. For some reason, algorithm. Alright, I'll play this. I'm missing land drops. I'm falling behind. I'll play this. If it gets removed, then that's a GG opponent. Yep, they got removal there. So, falling too far back. Let's keep it going. Head over to the Discovery Coast Center on New Year's Eve for some hot cocoa and sea life. Oh, I didn't know that they did an event there. That's cool. You get to be there by the sea life. Get some hot cocoa. Hopefully they don't make it with seawater. Or maybe that's the secret ingredient. Yeah, this deck's been having bad luck so far today. If I don't do very well this time around, I'll switch over to another deck. But sometimes the bad luck is strong in a deck. So in theory, I should be getting a lot of that pirate treasure. And speaking of randomness, this is like the third game in a row out of 3 that I got a revoke existence. Like, if that doesn't mean the algorithm is interesting, I don't know what. If this is supposed to be a random game, getting the same card 3 cards in a row is a little weird. Hey there, Mark, how are you doing? I was just remarking on the amazing randomness of the system that I got the exact same card 3 games in a row. Alright, opponent, Cloud Seeker, draw a card. Yeah, hit that like button, that'd be nice. Subscribe if you haven't. And then if your finger wanders over to the super chat button and the like, or bits, I wouldn't hate that. Well, no one plays Kiora. So what are we going to get with Kiora? You're going to untap your Cloud Seeker, probably. Nope, you're going to hold one single counter spell open. So let's... no counter spell. Okay.
Don't miss me too much.
Kiora got bested. She's no longer a behemoth beckoner. Gotta get a big old scary dragon. That's okay. I can deal with that. I won't have enough mana to do everything that I want. However, I need 2... I need 5. Yeah, that's not going to work, so gotta get rid of that as soon as possible. No time for nuance. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't have had enough mana. And I can create more. Last year they had silent dancing with headphones to not disturb the aviary. Oh, I've been hearing that even like weddings are doing that too, where everyone's got their own pair of headphones so that they hear the music that they want to hear. And everyone can still have fun slow dancing their own way or and such. That's not mysterious at all. Well, let's see if I can equip this. Alright, good. Passing with a lot. Okay, I'm not sure what the opponent's up to. Niv Mizzet. Sure. The only way to get out of this is to... oh yeah, this will help. Free cast plus equip. Now Niv Mizzet is going to be annoying, I guess, so should I wipe the board? Yeah, I can recast Danathan, no problem, so that's just too good of a card. Any target, how about you target your own creature or you target yourself? No, okay. That's fine. Then I'll be able to recast Danitha, but they'll probably have a counter spell. So I don't know, that was like a Sophie's choice because... Alright, if I get my second mana here, and then... So the idea is I pay 5, recast Danitha, and I played 1 land, and then I can cast that shield. I have not been counterspelled yet. Haven't really done... The opponent hasn't really done anything impressive at all, except summon Niv Mizzet with 1,000,000 mana. Even though they've been... Oh yeah, I guess they've gotten like a few big creatures, and I missed the land drop, so... Let's do that. Thank you, you as well. Happy holidays as well to everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and everything in between and beyond. And my brother actually just came into town with his niece. I'm going to visit him tomorrow. And we're going to catch up with him for a little bit. He's not on vacation yet. He's still got this next week of work. My vacation started, but it's going to be shorter than I would have liked because I've got a, for the first time in a while, I've got a class starting in January. And I'm getting a text over here. This will be 20 texts to get 1 answer out. So if you hear some beeps over there, that's what's happening. But anyway, I'm going to visit him. And let me just answer this. You hit the mute button. No, I was also writing a text, and I was writing a text, and that's why it was a little quiet for a moment. Needed to do a response there to prepare. That response. Harbin. There's been so many new cards coming out that it's so easy to lose track of them nowadays. Flying, whenever you attack with a 5 or more soldiers, creatures you control, all your creatures get +1 and gain flying. Alright, so they're going to want to bring that out as soon as possible. Start to attack, make a bunch of soldiers. Let's see how that goes. So the very first soldier here, a 1/1 soldier. Amazing. Alright, well. Got a blocker that will grow. Then I'll have Marvrin, which... will do that. So that's a 3/2 human soldier with flying. They have some sort of mech or something. Elspeth's command seems good. Oh, it's one of these stupid alchemy cards. So is this every single turn? Well, at least the mode won't happen multiple times. Let's look at this. That wasn't chosen last combat. Ugh, stupid alchemy cards that are just so over the top. Radic Tal Zealot. Cool art. But it's an alchemy card. Yeah, that's... And of course, yeah, it's way too overpowered. So how's everyone? Doing stuff? Living life? So I hope we get some more rain soon around here. That'd be nice to get a little bit of a change of pace in weather. Because the things have been a little the same recently. I think I saw that I think I saw that the I think I saw that the weather report. Said like at 7 o'clock we were supposed to get some rain. And now it's not saying. It says low chance of precipitation, 20%. No, I didn't know it snowed. I didn't know it got that bad. It did feel really cold these last few days. Had to get out more blankets. Oh, speaking of the Transformers, this opponent has the sleeve, and apparently it does that. So when you hover over it, it does stuff. There's also a new little pet over here. This is one of the Yoshin soldiers. It looks fun. It looks like one of the little droids from Phantom Menace. Guess the opponent is also missing land drops, like me, but they have mana from their creatures. Alright, so what is the opponent's deal here? They're going to do some adventuring. Although this is the first adventure that they go on. They have the adventure map. They have one of those. Hey, that's an old Ikoria card. Landfall with Venture. Really contemplating that scry. And then at the end, put it at the bottom. Amazing. Let's see if they block with their adventurer. Right, the comic book guy is the opponent. Hey there, Stevie, how are you doing? A whole set of droid cards. What do you mean? Cards in Magic? Or some other game? And then the droids from Star Wars? What do you mean specifically? Alright, so the opponent's got lots of mana. They have 5, 6, 7, 8 whole, 8 whole mana. They're probably gonna cast some, like, probably, what's that one? Vorinclex or something in mono green, or Kogla or something. So if that happens, I need 5 mana. I do have 5 mana. We'll be okay. I could destroy their... Hey, yeah, let's do that. Let's destroy their treasure map here before they can get into the main part of the game. Oh, how was your yearly improv show then? Hopefully it went well. Everyone was able to improvise well, I hope. There we go, we finally got that out. What can you do? Venture, 6 cards. Yep, venture.
Oh, I hope we discover something new.
Eliwick Tumblestrom. Hilarious name. How many people were on that play, or that troupe, that is? Target creature can't attack. Okay, I wasn't gonna attack with my main character anyway. Still doing that. They have Scry 2. It takes that long for them to even select a Scry 2. Amazing. It wasn't crowded, surprisingly, usually holidays. No, well, I'm asking who were the people performing. How many people were performing?
Now that could have gone better.
Well, while the opponent contemplates, let's look at their sleeve one more time. So you hover over that, then you see it transform like that, and then it transforms back like that. So yep, those are the... Now, what's kind of weird is because they obviously just have to program it and then resize the object, but seeing it there and seeing it in their hand does that. Now you can also do wacky things and do it this way, that you roll over here and all of these roll over like that. You're supposed to properly program it so that it doesn't go as wacky like that, but those are the things that fall through the cracks.
Excitement? That's what I seek. Come on, hurry up, let's go.
Still venturing. Oops, you can't play Kogla. Oops. You still have to tap everything. My good... that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted to play Kogla, but you have to play Kogla. You just don't magically make it happen.
Ending songs is always the hardest.
So they need 8 mana. They've got 8 mana to resummon Eliwick. Instead, a Relic of Legends, which does what? Add any mana color, tap untap legend, add 1 mana. Okay. And then that gets huge. Flash enchantment has trample. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if they attack with that. That'll be good if they attack, because then... Well, never mind, they didn't attack. So we'll do some of that. And we'll do some of that. And they're done. Alright, good. Cooking the dinner. Don't spill any on yourself or the ground, but tell us what you had when you can. Alright, so I'm going to play a couple more quick matches. Now, this is fun, actually, before I leave here. This is fun. I noticed, I looked at it carefully. There's Nahiri, and she's sitting on a gamer chair with headphones and a podcast microphone. So I hadn't really noticed that. I thought it was, oh, that's just another usual art that they put out. But then if you look at it carefully, it's her right there. Subscribe to our YouTube. So that's funny. All right, let me play a little bit more in this mode. Just a little bit, and then we'll switch over. We'll do some draft. We'll do some Crack-a-Pack as well. I'll play a little bit here, then we'll take a break, then I'll do the Crack-a-Pack, and then do some draft from the brand new set. It's roast chicken, roast potatoes, and mixed vegetables. Sounds really good. What about the sort of like spices and the like flavorings? There is another alchemy card. I don't think this game will go well, but we'll give it a shot for a moment, even though I always regret it. Play against certain decks. Sounds pretty good, definitely. Mishra's Bauble. Oops, they saw my Worm Coil Engine. And now they know I've got a Worm Coil Engine passing with 2 mana. Very mysterious. That means a counter spell. So we know we're going to be that kind of player. So, okay, GG, play against yourself. MTG Elliott. On a 1v1 casual format. Counter spells are not kosher. You haven't watched any of your videos lately, carving like mad for the past week, so that's fine. What have I released recently anyway? So let me ask. I'll mention there, and all of you in the chat, tell me which one you have watched or which one sounds interesting to watch. Alright, so the last one I released was the most powerful 1-mana cards from Pioneer. So these are cards that cost only 1 mana to do amazing things. Just released that one yesterday. Took a little bit of a break unofficially. The last one I released from that, before that, was December 5th, and that was opening up sealed cards from the 90s, but specifically a swimsuit card set, long forgotten. So that one was before that, opening up sealed vintage. What did I call it? Opening up sealed vintage trading cards from the 90s. And it focused on... When I say auto pass, I mean auto pass. So, that was the one before that. The one before that was my photo blog, the swimsuit one. Yeah, I remember you wrote in there, crazy. So yeah, that's just some fun, weird cards. From the 90s. And before that, I did my photo blog visiting UCSD, local college, my college that I went in the 90s, doing a photo journey. See, the opponent doesn't know that they can simply tap their amulet to gain a little life. If they pass without doing it, okay, there you go, now you know. Now you've learned, opponent. Alright, so that one of the field trip to UCSD with my camera was my recent... was one of the recent ones. Yeah, the watch list reminder thing. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get pecked away by those birds.
Recklessness and fear are the I can create or destroy.
Alright, so they're going to use their removal for my solemn, or are they going to... Yeah, that's what they're going to do. See, exactly obvious. Exile, and then I don't get the card off of it. They make a creature. They hit my commander.
Too many unreliable variables.
Dampening sphere doesn't do anything there. While they have 40 life, they're getting close to the point of... They're getting close to the point of... Aether Flux Reservoir. Ward 4 as a 10/10. If you would gain life, you gain twice the life. Sure. Okay, probably at this point I could just keep making a few creatures.
secrets manifest before you.
Just hold off a bit. Oops, they didn't do their talisman. I'm not going to remind them of that anymore. Okay, Smothering Tithe, do not care. Do not care.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Alright, so we'll turn the tables right here. I'll attack with these. 8 damage there. They're at 66 life. So as long as they don't get their... as long as they don't get their Aether Flux Reservoir... Nope. That is fake. Did they have it in hand this whole time, or did they draw it off the top? What do you think? Fake. Well, just giving out a lot of bad luck so far today in pretty much every game. Switch a little bit over here to get at least a win or two. Karn Living Legacy. Oh, that's the one that does Power Stones and the like. Alright, so I'm playing mono blue. They're playing colorless. Alright, so as I said, the one before that, the video before that, there you go. Pack it up there, Alchemy player. Anyway, so yeah, so I did that photo blog of UCSD. I don't know if people saw that. That was taking a trip to UCSD, taking photos and the like. That was the third video, the most recent third video. Before that was my review of a classic 90s comic book. Just about 30 years old now, during the time of the reign of the Supermen. So if you followed comics in the 90s, big event of the 90s was... I haven't done the Crack-a-Pack yet, right after a game or two here, then I'll take a break, then crack. But back in the 90s, the big event of the decade was the death of Superman. So that was such a big event that it came out on CNN and the news, and all of the regular people were like, what is going on here in the world of comics? And basically, DC needed a big gimmick, because... After the 7 famous Marvel artists left Marvel and made their own company, Image, they were being very, very popular. So DC thought, we need to do something big to get people back to DC and not Image. So they had the classic storyline, the death of Superman, where this super being from the cosmos, Doomsday, came to Earth and was wreaking havoc, just destroying the Justice League, wrecking everyone in its path on its way to Metropolis. And then, of course, well, going to Metropolis, that's the Man of Steel's turf. And Superman fights Doomsday for like 3 issues, and Doomsday's the strongest he's ever dealt with. And it culminated with the classic Superman number 75, with the famous blood red cover of the Superman logo. And the one I reviewed was not that one, but it was an issue that happened right before.
Just because it isn't real doesn't mean it won't kill you.
That happened right before. Right after that main storyline. So Superman was dead, and then 4 Supermans claimed to be the return of Superman. And so my review on that recent issue was one of those 4 Supermans. Alright, so we're getting copy shenanigans, huh? Oh, this one, that is not at all.
It's a matter of give and take. This will come in handy. There is always an answer.
So after the death of Superman, it was the reign of the Superman storyline for a little bit, and then, spoiler alert, Superman came back. And now he doesn't get brainwashed, he gets completely killed. Not really, but versus Doomsday, the strongest being he's ever battled, and their fists were just like battering each other, and the windows were cracking all through Metropolis as they battled. Oops, okay, we got an opponent's counterspell here. Fine, I guess I'll get 2 treasures.
It's how you play the hand you're dealt. Let's try this. Let's think this through. Decisions. This will come in handy. There is always an answer.
All right, so we'll do that. Got 1 through, draw some cards. Gonna build up my defenses here.
It's a matter of give and take.
All right, the tables have turned.
There is always an answer.
a huge amount of card draw. Wow. So much card draw. There we go, serious bread. You remember that issue? Then there was Superboy, exactly, Superboy, Cyborg, Superman, the Eradicator, I think also known as the Man of Tomorrow. No, wait, the Cyber Superman, I think that was the Man of Tomorrow. There was the Eradicator. A couple of them had two different names. Superboy, who wanted to be called Superman, Cyborg Superman, the Eradicator. One of those two had the subtitle name The Man of Tomorrow, and Steel, or the Man of Steel. That's the one that I reviewed on that issue. You have the Death of Superman, the following issues include Superman's return. Yeah, that's just classic 90s comics. All I was saying about that Transformers sleeve was that one of the opponents 10 games ago had a Transformers sleeve, and when you roll over it, it would transform. So you can't do that in real life, but you can do it on Arena. All right, so let's take our first break here. And we'll be back in just a moment. I'll do the Crack-A-Pack. That's next on the agenda. Then more gameplay. So, back in just a moment. Alright, everyone, we are back, so let's switch over to do a crack-a-pack. I have a pack of the latest set of Magic, Brothers War. I believe on this one there could be some Transformers cards, we'll see, and it's also a set booster, which increases the odds of that. So we'll see about that. I don't see any activity in the chat at the moment, but let's switch over to there. Okay, thank you. So we'll jump over to the card cam right over here. Got a pack to open up. The Brothers War. Let's see, is my focus... Alright, focus should be working. Okay, so let's open this latest set. Now remind me, I do feel that the sets have been coming out too fast recently. Does anyone know, or does anyone remember, is this the first time I ever opened this pack ever? Because I swear, oh, I remember it was Dominaria United, yeah, because things are just coming out way too fast. But this is the latest set, and I haven't opened this. It's not the Transformers set, but there are Transformers cards in there. It's focused on artifacts, and somehow they made the decision that Transformers can be artifacts, so they're in the set, possibly. It's not the Transformers set, but there could be a Transformers card. Alright, so first of all, we have some cool art. Is this the right way up? Yeah, that's the right way. So some robot getting wrecked, even though that would also kind of make sense somehow, but I'm sure the art is properly like this. Well, it used to be, I think, 3 months between releases, and now it's like 2.5 or 2.1 months. I think it's a little too fast nowadays. All right, so going over here, we get a cool swamp. We have some sort of structure up over there, and a spire in the marsh and the like. Cool purple flowers. Okay, so we get a land. Now, set boosters are also the ones that kind of have a theme. So see if we can find some theme. A Thraxo Demon is a 2-mana demon, and it's a 2/2. You pay 3, tap, sacrifice another creature or artifact, draw a card. So here's a way to destroy your own things but draw cards. Plus, if you couple it with some of the other effects or cards that when you sacrifice your stuff, you get more value, you can get lots of value. Although, it's funny to see throughout the history of Magic that back in the old days, there would not be a tap requirement. It would simply, on the most oldest and most powerful cards, it was just sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Then later they made, okay, let's have you pay mana for it because that's too powerful. They say, okay, that's still too powerful, so now let's make you tap it so you can only do it once per turn. It's just interesting how they evolve things. Urza and Mishras weren't the only denizens of Terisier to covet the Power Stone's energy. Also, the Thraxo Demon wanted it, I guess. And we've got a Stone Retrieval unit. 4-mana creature construct 2/3. When this enters, create a Power Stone. Okay, so 4 mana gives you 2/3 plus a free mana. Automatatons could be rebuilt. Power Stones could not. Well, this deck's got Power Stones floating around with every other card, so that doesn't make a lot of sense there. I guess you can't rebuild a Power Stone, but you can just trip over them. Gix's Caress, 3-mana sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, and then they discard it. All right, and also create 1 Power Stone. So you can do that with a single black mana with other spells, but here you pay an extra mana, and then you also get a Power Stone, a mana rock. Show me all the delicious misery you've sown, says Gix. I guess that's Gix right there. Burrowing Razor Maw. It's a beast. It's a 3-mana. It's a 4/2. When this dies, mill 4 cards. So you milled yourself for some graveyard strategies, but with 3rd turn, you already have a big ol' 4/2. That's odd. I don't remember seeing plans to dig a trench near here. And that's Long Nell, Argivian Scout, final words. Ambush Paratrooper. 2 mana human soldier, flash plus flying, and it's a 1/2. Pay 5, all your creatures get +1. That's cool. 2 mana gives you a flyer that can block well, and with flash, and it's a common. That's good. And then later on, you can pay more mana to give all your creatures more strength. Pretty cool. Blanchwood Armor is back. So 3 mana. That reminds me to check when was the last time they printed that, because I feel it hasn't been printed in a while. Blanchwood Armor, 3 mana, enchant a creature. Enchanted creature gets +1 for each forest you control. So if you paid 3 forests for this, you give your creature +3. And as the game keeps getting longer, you're giving your creature like +7/+7. So I'm curious. Let's take a quick look on the web browser just to get a quick history. Blanchwood. Actually, how many things are called Blanchwood in the world of Magic? 3 things. Blanchwood Treefolk, Blanchwood Prowler, Blanchwood Armor. Blanchwood Treefolk has not been reprinted since 98. It's just a big old 4/5. Yep, Blanchwood is back. There was also the Blanchwood Prowler, brand new for this set. A common 1/1 that does stuff. People are remarking, remember when commons were just a 2 mana 1/1? Look at this common. It's a 2 mana 1/1 with this wall of text about +1s and mill cards and lands and all this stuff. And Blanchwood Armor. Just open this one. This one came out way back in 8th edition in the first Urza's block. New art for 7th. Well, actually, the original art was by Paolo Parente. Cool art. Then we got new art. Oh, by the same guy, Paolo. Oh, that's interesting. So I wonder if it's the exact same. It's not the same character, right? Because this character right here has this amazing beard and cloak. And then it's the same artist for the next art of Blanchwood Armor. It's the same artist, but this character doesn't look the same unless it's their son or they shaved or something. There was that art. That art only existed one time ever in 7th edition, apparently. Oh, sorry. 7th edition, 8th edition, 9th edition. The frame changed through me. So there's that art that was there for those core sets. And they went back to the original art in Magic 10, etc., etc. Magic 19 was the last time that got printed. So that was 2018. Good old Blanchwood in 2018. And then they just printed it brand new. Let's check out this flavor text for a moment. Braid her branches. Life-fulfilling, goddess-loving, goddess-killing. Let me read that again. Braid her branches. Life-fulfilling, goddess-loving, goddess-killing. Don't fully think that is grammatically correct. And that is the Citadel chant. Then they changed it over to... There's never been a dwarven smith who could match the marvels that Gaia herself forges. And that's the Elvish champion. They took out the flavor text for a while, then they put it back again. Oh yeah, this is when they had the plain 10th edition version, and then they had the super rare foil 10th edition. And the foil 10th editions had flavor text, while the regular 10th editions didn't. And so that flavor text there. Before armor, there was bark. Before blades, there were thorns. Molimo, Morrow, Sorcerer. They took out the flavor text in the most recent printings, and then the brand new printing. Some armor is forged, some is forested. So there we go. That's the history of Blanchwood Armor. You remember trying Magic in 2001 with the green grizzly bears. Exactly. Back then, it was so much simpler, right? Because it was just 2 mana, 2/2 bear, and that's it. It wasn't any huge challenge. Will we be either streaming Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve? I don't know. I'm gonna kind of lean maybe not on those days because I'm going to be my brother's visiting from Northern California with his daughter, so he doesn't get out here as much as before. So most likely gonna be spending time with my whole family on those days. But keep up to date on the Discord, and I'll say what days I might be I might not be on that particular day. It might be the following day, but keep an eye out on the Discord. So Evangel of Synthesis, 2 mana, Phyrexian, Human Cleric, 2/3. When this enters, draw a card, then discard. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, this gets a +1 and has Menace. So a menacing Evangel. Next up, Gnawing Vermin. It's a single black mana for a rat. It's a 1/1. When this enters, target player mills 2 cards. When this dies, target creature you don't control gets -1. So demoralize the opponent with a mill. And if their 2/2 attacks you and you block this, it takes the 1 damage and then the -1. Or if they've got a 1/1 creature that they never attack with, if this somehow dies, then you can make the 1/1 target the other creature that wasn't attacking. So, just got Meeting of the 5 Mythicon Puzzle Quest. Remind me what that card does. Seems to be good. Now here's the combo right here. Let's see. Here's the combo. So you have a Thraxodemon, and you have the Gnawing Vermin. When it enters the battlefield, it mills the opponent, and then later you pay the 3 mana to sacrifice the rat, you draw a card from the rat, and it does a -1 to the opponent's creature to finish it off. That's the combo. Next up, I got one of the vintage frame. Well, Ichor Wellspring. I have this one in my Oswald deck. I love it. And one of the things they did in this set for fun and variety is they used the vintage set, not the original 1993 border, but the 97 border with the centered text there. So those of you that were playing at this time, like Mark, what do you think about that when they changed the frame to center that bottom text? It's just a minor thing, then they went back to the left, but what did you think about it when they changed to centered text? I thought it was new and cool, but not really worth it. On Puzzle Quest, it fetches the next 3 colored cards and puts them directly onto the battlefield. I'll look it up in regular Magic in a moment. That sounds pretty good. Sounds similar to, I think, what I'm used to it doing. So yeah, Ichor Wellspring. It didn't look right to you. Yeah, it was something different from being used to Magic. This happened in 97. That change happened in 97, maybe 98. So for the years that I was playing and then the change to that, I thought, oh, well, it's a change, but it's not a big change. And then we've got the rare over here, Brother's End. 3 mana sorcery, choose 1. This deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, or destroy all artifacts with mana. Oh, this is the one that Geo just used. Was it the one that he used? That was Geo, right? When we played last, and I, of course, was playing my artifact-focused deck, and then almost all my artifacts got destroyed. I think that's the one he played. The brothers' rivalry escalated into all-out enmity, and even enmity, and Takazia paid the price. Yeah, she jumped in between there and then got zapped by the brothers. Remember the cards with a sword and shield on the attack? Oh yeah, well those were from Portal. Yeah, those were from Portal, and it was so dumb. It was cool that they put a little shield and sword to show you attack and defense, but they renamed it to call it intercept instead of block. I think they kept it as attack, but they changed block to intercept. So 2 steps forward, 1 step back. that was supposed to make Magic easier. There were no flyers. There were no instants. It was all sorceries and creatures. No special evasions or anything. It was a simpler way to get back into Magic, or to get new people into Magic. Next up, we got a Falaji Dragon Engine foil. Pretty cool. It's an 8 mana 5/5, or you prototype it for only 3 mana, and it comes in as a 1/3. And then flying to pay 2, this gets +1 until end of turn. So if you bring it out early, 3 mana 1/3, you have a flyer. Then the next turn you pay that 2 back. It gives you +1. Maybe by that time you've got your 4th mana, so you can give it +2. So it's becoming a 3/3 flyer. Or if you wait all the way until 8 mana, you can bring it out as an automatic 5/5 flyer. And the next turn, because you've got 8 mana, 8 divided by 2 is 4, so you can give it +4/+4, and it'll be a 9/9 flyer. That's a lot of mana, but there's a lot of power stones floating around, so all that mana could actually be yours. It's pretty neat. Artifact, creature, dragon. So nothing super powered came in this deck, or in this pack. Just kind of surprised. It didn't really feel that special. The set boosters often feel way more special, that they have way more variants. I don't know, it didn't quite feel that this was exactly too special, or just bad luck. Power Stone. Did get that one vintage artifact that I love using in my deck, but not too powerful. So that was the Crack-a-Pack at the moment. What stood out to everyone here? Oops, I left my cell phone in the kitchen. Let me go get it. All right, so let's get back to the game. We've got some drafting to do. Let's draft this brand new set, Brothers War. And again, now it's running together in my mind, because I guess this will be the first time I ever play this. I don't know, did I do that last time or 2 times ago or something, but I have a cube. Brothers War Alchemy, no thanks. Brothers War Regular. Traditional. Quick Draft New Capenna. What's that vintage set doing here? Alright, so traditional draft Brothers War best of 3. That's the one we want. Let's go for it. So let's pop into the queue. That filled up quickly. People want to play the new set. So we'll just jump into it right away, hopefully. I don't know any of the cards. I think the set really snuck up on me. So it's a lot of new cards to learn. Come on, opponent. We just need one opponent. Jump in. There we go. Alright, so 5 mana Might Stone. It's just 5 mana. That's easy to do, so I'll probably grab that. If I'm doing soldiers, a soldier deck, there's a soldier enabler. I think these prototype creatures are good. We got disfigure, so there's removal, but it's common. Airlift chaplain. Flying when this enters. Mill 3, you may put a plains into your hand if you don't put a +1. Yeah, that's a common. Wow. Yeah, these sets are way more complicated nowadays. And then, of course, Springleaf Drum, but that relies on another creature. So I want to grab the Might Stone and the Weak Stone. It either is 5 mana, draw a card, or removal, and then tap for mana. So we'll grab that. We got Scrappy Tea. Yeah, I'm going to see about just really going bonkers with a artifact deck. If I get the Scrap Trawler and my stuff dies, then I get him back. Oh, there's Tocasia. Give all your creatures. That's way too many colors. So when Scrapper dies, when the artifacts die, you get more artifacts back. So we'll try that. All right, Scrapper. Swift Foot. Big ol' Colossus in blue. Disfigure for removal. Four mana, gain 4 and make a 4/4, and if it gets discarded, get it out there for free. So I'm going to kind of be on the lookout for a variety of artifacts in the beginning. Just a really artifact-focused deck. Disenchant is back with brand new Richard Kane Ferguson art. This is the second Evolving Wild someone passed, so maybe it would be useful to grab that Evolving Wilds and then we can play any cards we want. Haven't quite seen what I might like as my main color. Alright, so we're in a mode that we don't see who the opponents are. Alright, so what else did I recently upload? This was pretty popular. It got me 7,000 views. It was Most Valuable Brothers War Retro Artifacts. So that was a recent video that I did as well. That was, counting down the valuable cards recently. Yeah, I started the draft, Brothers War draft. It's all mixing up in my mind now because the two recent sets came out too recently, and they're all artifact focused. So, did I ever have I played this at all yet? I kind of remember Takasia's Dig Site. So, did I play at least one time Brothers War, or am I mixing it up with Dominaria United because they're both about the brothers and they're both artifact focus? Thanks, I appreciate that. So I haven't made too many videos recently. I've been slowing it down a little bit. So there aren't that many videos you might have missed of mine if you haven't checked out my channel recently. Alright, pack 2. Don't really have a focus for my deck at the moment, just grabbing artifacts and blue cards. But here's a Planeswalker.
When you lose, I'm quite a tough opponent.
A new Teferi, mono blue Teferi Planeswalker. So we have recent videos that I've released December 16th, December 5th, so I didn't upload anything for 10 days there. Then December 2nd, then November 30th, then November 28th, November 7th, then October 31st, the Halloween comic book review. I also reviewed Night of the Living Dead zombie comic on the 18th, but that was way back in October. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Be on the lookout for the next get-together. So we're gonna grab some big artifacts. So I've been getting a couple blue-black cards here, so I guess that might be the tactic again, blue-black. Yeah, let's see if my favorite colors pan out. I remember when I got back into Magic, 2017, 2018, I thought Etrata, the Silencer, was such a good card, such a build around card. She's the one that she's unblockable. When she attacks, you exile your opponent's creature with a hit counter. Then you shuffle Etrata back into your deck. And then when the opponent has 3 hit counters, they lose the game. So I just thought that was just a fascinating way to play and to win. And I have a version of that in paper, which I haven't used in a while, because of the whole play group nowadays. It was all about Modern when I got back into Magic, and the whole play group now is more into Commander. So I haven't played that deck in a while, although I have a version of it. I guess I have a version of it in Commander, but I don't play it for its ability because it doesn't work the same in Commander. So I am getting a few cards that have an alternate cost in other colors, but I'll probably just... Oh, and then Foundry Inspector, beautiful. So more artifact goodness. So it's a blue-black artifact-focused deck, mostly. Need to be on the lookout for more removal, however, and these are the colors of removal, so... Kill Zone Acrobat. So I'm getting a few of these flyers that don't quite have a there's a few of these flyers that have prowess, so I don't really have any targets. So there's a traffic jam over here of cards. Now this says I have 0 common wild cards? I don't think... I thought I had like 100 of those. I don't remember. It doesn't matter because you can easily get them, but maybe it's at triple digits and it doesn't show up there, but it says 0. I thought I had way more than that. Oh, look at that, giant growth is back. Imagine being scared of pixies. Just smush them under your boot, said Karish Urzuran, Metallist, last words. Alright, final cards are passing over here. Alright, so I didn't really get any good removal. I got a couple of bounce spells, so I'm going to have to prioritize those in the build. And where are we at? 48 cards. Okay, let's try to put a deck together from that. Combat Courier, so it's a 1/1 creature. Weepstone Subjugation, it's a tap the creature. Gnawing Vermin, it's that 1/1 that I opened in real life, and I actually opened that plus the combo piece that I mentioned in real life. Machine Over Matter, so that's a bounce spells. There we go, that's the Thraxo Demon. Sacrifice your creature, draw a card. Evangel of Synthesis, didn't I open that one also there? Which was draw then discard, and when you draw a card, when you've drawn 2 cards per turn, give it a +1 in Menace, such as draw a card off of that Energy Refractor. Veteran's Power Blade, 3 mana. Equip for 2, give a creature +2. Nah. Stern Lesson, 3 mana, draw, then discard and make a stone. Third Path Savant, draw cards. Here we go, these commandos. These are 2/2s with prowess, which I don't really have any prowess target cards, but flyers early in the game. And getting over their defenses. Foundry Inspector decreases artifacts. Talisman, mana rock plus card draw, plus life. Scrappy Tea, when the artifacts die, you get them back. Platinum Adept, if you draw more than 1 card, put a counter. This Rager draws cards, comes back with Unearth. I think this matrix is too much work, but when you cast a creature, you may pay mana and then draw cards. Maybe, but I'm at 46 cards, so Takasa's Amulet 4/4. When this leaves, gain 2 life. 5 mana for 4/4. Nah. Got this Flash Flying 3/3 plus a Power Stone. Got Teferi. Oh, there. Okay, I do have a removal card. Here's a 2/4 Haste Flyer. Power Stone, which is removal. A 6/4 with haste, or a 3/2 with haste. A 4/5 with flying plus scry. And a 7/7 that copies. Copy your own creature. I think there's a mistake here. It says 17 lands. Oh, no, that's correct. 15, 16, 17. Yeah, okay, so I'm at 44 cards. I'm at 44 cards. What do we cut? Well, 17 creatures, 10 non-creatures. All right, we'll do that. 41 cards. I'm kind of thinking maybe that Symmetry Matrix might not be worth it. I might cut it next turn. All right, let's play with that. Blue-black, artifact focused. All right, here's the first game versus Jin. Draw first. Horrible opening hand. Alright, Weak Stone Subjugation costs 4 in total to do its thing, or if the creature's already tapped. Oh, it's a permanent. Tap a permanent. It's even better. Well, artifact or creature. That's a 2/3. At beginning of your keep, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, gets big. Okay, fine. In the meantime, let's see if we can keep this Inspector alive, because that is an amazing way to decrease casting costs. But of course it's a target. They're doing the complete big brain play. Attack, don't play lands. Alright, so speaking of lands, missed another land drop. I guess we'll tap this. Play this. They do have pausing for a priority for something. I don't want to attack. There we go. Hostile negotiations. Hey there, we got a raid from Angle. Thank you for that, Angle of Reason. I hope your amazing Christmas holiday stream went well. And you all had a fun time there. And thank you for the raid. Okay, so let's read this. This is a novel, so let's read this. Buckle up. Exile the top 3 cards of your library in a face-down pile. Then exile the top 3 cards of your library in another face-down pile. Look at the cards in each pile. Then turn a pile of your choice face up. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put the pile into your hand and the other. This is like there's no way to lose here, right? So it's just, what's even the point? There's no way to lose here. So the opponent's obviously going to get amazing stuff regardless. So they're definitely going to get a 2/3, they're definitely going to get a land, and they're definitely going to get a 2/2, or mysteries. There's like no way to win on that. So what was it? Big creatures and a land. See, there's like no way to lose on that. There's no way to lose on that trade. It's giving a false illusion to the opponent. Pick one of these 2 piles. Well, of course they're gonna be. They're both gonna be so amazingly good. Did you get timed out? Is my dumb chat here 2 messages were deleted, timed out for 30 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know why my settings are so dumb. I apologize. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was my dumb chat. Sorry about that. So let's... I miss a Mary Janker's Christmas. Tell me what the highlights were. Who was dancing on the tables, drinking eggnog by the end of it all? Alright, so we're getting a 2-2 unblockable, or what? Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Of course my deck is full of artifact creatures, and of course the algorithm pairs me up with that. Alright, opponent, what tricky things will you do here? Yeah, these cards are so complicated nowadays. That's a common right there. 2 more mana. I don't know if you can unearth something. Fauna Shana. Alright, finally. Alright, so what can I do here? How much mana is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Three, 4, 5. Okay, math. Fine, let's bring out another Rager. Got a couple of bounce spells there. Okay, we can deal with that. We'll just build up a board. Alright, now you got a 3-4. Amazing. Six mana. The opponent is thinking, but I'm thinking too. I have a cool little koi. There we go, that gets a plus whatever. Ten life. Don't I have a spell that gives me life? Hold on, there's a Teferi. What can we do with that? Whenever you draw, put a loyalty, draw a card, create a spirit. So, I guess I've got enough protection.
The entire multiverse is at stake. I won't back down. I am here to learn.
Alright, so 4 attackers, 4 blockers. Alright, so this opponent obviously thinks very hard. While the opponent contemplates their life choices, well, what's everyone up to? How was your week? Did you have any fun food and such? I went out earlier to one of these sports bars just because I wanted to try a new place, and I had this hamburger that was that had little macaroni and cheese fried balls plus the rest of the pickles and all of that stuff. It was a very fun. Yeah, is the opponent really taking this long? Anyway, that was a very fun hamburger. The fries were amazing. It was, I think, some garlic butter fries or something. They were like very, very good. So it was a nice lunch there. And that's what I had earlier. What about all of you? Alright, so they're obviously attacking me. They have, obviously, a bunch of removal. So, let's try to do that, obviously what they're gonna do is like plus 10 their 4/5, and then we're dead. Oh no, okay, that's no problem. That's way too powerful.
The mind is willing, but the body, it hurts.
That's the one that you can copy. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger somehow. That's so powerful, and that's an uncommon. When this enters, sacrifice another creature when you do destroy a non-land permanent. Wow, that is so powerful. Oops, I turned off my alarm here. Remind me when this match is over. My alarm went off, and I need to do the thing, but you all can help me. Alright, well, they have unearth cards. I don't have any way to deal with that. I don't know. Let's go to round 2. No, but of course I ran into an opponent that's going to be furiously sideboarding. Okay, come on, people, talk to me. What are we doing? What's going on? What's good? Alright, we got a little rat to protect us here. Or to mill them. The brand new in between the matches, yeah, they keep adding new characters and customizations and such. at their graveyard. Yeah, this is such... I think I say it every time that do I always get paired up with the slow players? And then I'm just kind of spinning my wheels here. Good question. Haven't, like a new little bed, I think. That was the recent thing. Actually, wait a minute, that's how that works. So back in the old days, we had the Might Stone, we had the Weak Stone, we had the Meek Stone. And now together they are the Might Stone and the Weak Stone in one card. Alright, well there's that card that gets bigger. My cat's already way too excitable to give it more cat nip. Oh, that's weird. I thought when I played that subjugation previously, it wore off until end of turn or something. Now right here they will have a... nothing, okay. Is the Might and Weak Stone Karn's eyes. They became actually Urza's eyes at one point. So, so that's funny. In some of the art, you'll see it in the... you'll see it in the... in some of the art, you'll see that he's got the two colors of eyes in the eye sockets. Good thing I cast that as a prototype because I was going to get 2 lands in a row. Yeah, definitely. Having hexproof can be very nice. All right, well, we're being a little bit more aggressive this time around. There's another one of those hostile negotiations again. Like, this is when you think and you overthink and you overthink, like, what could the opponent possibly put in the two piles? What is in the hidden pile? Of course, both piles are going to be, well, let's see if, so they didn't get that's fly spider thing, which destroys my permanent, so I'm sure they still have another one. I thought they had 2 ones in hand, so that won't even matter. They're going to cast it and sacrifice the tapped out creature. Let's see if I get any card draw. Spells. Looking at their graveyard for a no one left behind. Return a creature card from your graveyard directly to the battlefield. Great. It'll be a big old 10/10 with reach. Well, that's game over unless I get the removal. How many times should we spend until we don't get that removal? See, opponent, let me point this out to you. You have this card called Tocasia's Dig. It is a land. It has these things known as activated abilities. One of those says pay 3 mana, tap this land, surveil 1. Magic Arena will automatically pause for priority for you because it might think that you might want to do stuff on your turn, such as activate your Tocasia's Dig, and you have the mana for it. So that's why, opponent, Jin, the game is pausing for you because you don't know how to play with your own cards. Alright, here's a Rager. Maybe draws me a good card. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They do have 10 mana, so they'll be able to recast that that 10 mana card. And they'll have 2 blockers. I'll have 3 attackers. Here's the thing that can save me here. If I manage to draw an extra card, I can make that 2/3 into a 3/3 with Menace. And that might win the game. At the moment, they have their 10 mana to summon that 10/10 Reacher creature. But instead, they're going to go with a 6/5, which gains them life, and now they're back in the game. Amazing. Now they'll play that card, that Angler card. They'll just sacrifice that 7/8 since it's just tapped down. They're going to grab that flyer. I can unearth that Rager. Oh, there we go. So now you can bring back your 7/8 next turn. And then I just get lands. Okay, GG opponent. All right, well, that was that opponent. All that while that we were playing, that was the one opponent. So you do get the bang out of your bang for your buck out of the best of 3. It does feel like a more robust gameplay experience than the best of 1. Let's see what we get on the next person. Another 3-letter name. we're both doing the blue black. Alright, let me read this properly because Okay, so enchant artifact or creature. When this enters, you may pay 3. If you do, tap enchanted creature. Alright, so there's that extra part. And then enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's next step. Alright, so this rock has flash, but it's 5 mana. When this attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, this gains flying. Alright, so if they attack with that 2/3, they're going to play probably their second Evangel. Or that one. They'll attack with that 2/3. Missed another land drop. Well... that'll force them to eat their 3/2. Right, so that's a 3/3 with flash. Four mana to copy my scrap trawler. Now, if that one dies, do I get the benefit of 9 mana? I doubt that. I guess this time you'll do it right. Not yet, okay. Haha, that's an interesting one. Whenever the opponent casts a spell, they lose 5 life. Unless they discard a card. All right, one more game for the night. We'll see on the third opponent. We're getting here a variety of, a look at the variety of the new cards. Plenty of new cards to learn. Strategies and the like. So that prism, energy refractor, can change the color. It's 2 mana to make 1 mana. That's interesting. Sure, but do you know the 500 cards in the new set to be able to make that decision? Remember, every new set is new, and now with the pace of Magic being so accelerated, you have to learn a whole new set of combos and interactions and stuff. We both have the same sleeve, the Gix's command or whatever it's known as, but that's the sleeve I added recently. Gixian Infiltrator. So they're doing blue, black, green. Sure, yeah. Browse the cards and then unearth the secrets and see what we get. Good old burnished heart. I can actually sacrifice it right now, opponent. I guess I'll do another epic confrontation with my flyer. Or an exile, okay. That'll work. Now if this dies, okay, however way that it dies, oh I see. However way that it dies, it will... Oh man, that's all amazing, okay. But however that dies, it exiles completely. So the scrap trawler hasn't really been working that well. There isn't much to bring back. Uh-oh. So milled a couple of things. One is unearth, isn't it? No, that was prototype. And then that's card draw. There's a flash flyer. Alright, well, let's... Oh yeah, prowess is just randomly you play anything, I forgot. I thought it was heroic. I was confusing it with heroic. Wing Commando. Anyone remember that game, Wing Commander? That was a PC game. I think it was also a Super Nintendo game. But Wing Commander was pretty good. Are they going to get 2 lands? So they're just top decking. Alright, we're in a race and I don't think they're going to get it. Yeah, back in the 90s, exactly. I believe Malcolm, and then they're done. Malcolm McDowell, I believe Malcolm McDowell was one of the main characters in that. Didn't have a lot of cinematics or something, Wing Commander. I think even Mark Hamill was an actor. That was one of those early PC games with a lot of cinematics and voice acting and such. And I believe they had Roddy... Was it Roddy McDowell? No, it was Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell and I think Mark Hamill. Speaking of which, so I guess this year, maybe starting from last year, I started to read more. I've always been reading comic books and news articles and all of that, and not a lot of novel reading. But I think last year, I have to look back on my journal, but I think last year I started to read more novels. So I've read a bunch of novels recently. The one that I just started this week is one called Postcards from the Edge. Maybe some of you might remember it as a movie from the 80s, I believe, maybe early 90s. Postcards from the Edge. But it's actually the first novel by Carrie Fisher. So I think she wrote it in 87 or 88 or so, and it was her first novel. So then it became a movie in the 90s, I guess, and it it's semi-autobiographical. And so the thing is that it's semi-autobiographical, and in a sense, to say it this dramatically, I'm shocked at the contents of what she wrote in there. It's semi-autobiographical, and I had just a naive, because she's Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia, and so I have this naive thought that she's Princess Leia. But in the book, it's semi-autobiographical about this character Sylvia, who's a movie star and who is in a drug rehab clinic, and her experiences trying to get sober. So that's what I'm saying about that. Oh, that's Princess Leia and that sort of thing. So all right, they have lots of mana. You're going to be hitting me for 9. Yeah, I'm being outraced here. So how are we going to get out of this? Still can't cast it. Yeah, finally I can cast it for its 8 mana cost. Good. Alright, well, definitely need that. Don't need those. I thought I removed that card out of this freaking deck. Okay, well, that's the only one that I can handle at the moment. And, do that. Hopefully that doesn't get removaled. Creatures can tap for mana, who cares? Have whatever, this can't be cast, whatever. Whenever you cast an artifact spell with whatever, draw a card. Nope, let's get rid of that. Well, at least that Tocasia's site, dig site is going to help me maybe get some good cards coming soon. Foundry, nah. Actually, I can hold priority and surveil on my turn also to hopefully get... Yeah, they got a little Yoshin Soldier. Not the classic Yoshin Soldier, but... but the newfangled one. Come on, surveil me something good. That's not quite amazing either, although if a 3 mana thing dies, do I have 2 mana things to bring back? Not really. So, not great. It's not amazing either. And I've got 2 attackers, so if they don't attack with that 4, then I can attack next turn and deal 5. We're both at 14. Let's see, they're top decking. They didn't crack the Evolving Wilds. Maybe they are a newer player. Their name is Go Easy On Me Please 00. So they should have cracked that Wilds earlier, but I guess not. Attacking for 4, don't care. Probably. Oh, and then let me put priority here so I can surveil again. Yeah, there we go. So that's the trick. Plus I gain a little bit of life back with the talisman. And then do we need that? Nope. So because I didn't block there, now I'm hitting for 5. Maybe they will see, oh, maybe I shouldn't attack and hold back a blocker. Draw 2, lose 2. Okay, they're digging for answers. They got the answer. Aw, man. Alright, they're just gonna hold back that blocker probably, or if they try to race. Okay. That dig site, it's doing its job. I can recast that with haste, actually. Do an extra damage and then I get a land. Okay. So let's recast that with haste. It'll do its damage, then I can sacrifice it, draw another card. 4 damage there. Before it dies, sacrifice it for a card. Put a +1, there's a Teferi. Alright, let's bring Teferi out and make a blocker. And maybe the game has slipped away from them because now there's 2 targets. You want to hit me or my Planeswalker?
Who's that handsome devil?
Alright, then we put our stops here to surveil again, and maybe they're done. Because now I've got 2 attackers, they've got 1 blocker. Okay, well, there's... My deck did stuff that time. And, I think the opponent did pretty good things as well. Yeah, that Death Touch creature and everything, so... That was a good matchup. The other 2 I was outclassed, I think. But we got one. Got a reward off of that. Let's claim these prizes. That's not the prize. This is the prize right here. Got a pack. Oh, I just noticed the pack is red here, but when we're in the draft, it's green. That's weird. So I think I've got a couple of mastery balls, and we can get a sleeve or 2 before we wrap up. So there's the Urza's command sleeve, kind of busy, but I bet that looks good when it's big. Then we've got the Mishra's command. That one also kind of looks a little small and busy. We've got Tatiana's command. And previously I got the Gix's command, the one that I was using in this sleeve right there, this game. And then I got, after that, the Keela's command. I think that looks cool. So for the moment I'll get 1. So which one's a good one? Everyone up at the moment still. Should we get the green Titania's command? Should we get the red Mishra's command? Or should we get the blue Urza's command? So which one do I like the best? I kind of like the red one, how monochromatic it is. Again, it's a little busy. The blue one is okay. And then the green one, it's cool. I like that one too, the greenery of it all. So we'll grab one. Poison Ivy from Batman, that's exactly, yeah, that makes sense. A forest themed character. And Poison Ivy. So let's pick that one then. If you think that's a cool one to have, let's I haven't watched any of the cartoon, and I want to because I hear it's really good and too grown up and too dirty, and they actually censored a joke in there that DC didn't like about Batman. I don't know if you heard that one. It is kind of an X-rated joke that they couldn't handle, and then they didn't put it in the show. But anyway, let's then put some balls in this and get the Poison Ivy sleeves. So we'll claim one here. It's really, I like the sleeves, but the path to get to the sleeves, there's so many ways that the game could be improved. And one of them right here, like, who cares about this card style? Like, no one is really gonna care about any of these intermediary styles. The sleeves are way better. Maybe on some of these legendaries, people might care about those, but I don't know. None of them really stand out. Okay, so then we get to Titania's command sleeve, aka Poison Ivy. So we'll grab that. And there it is. Can we get a zoom in on it? Maybe not. I might not set it for the sleeves, just my defaults yet. I like the Gix one, but maybe next time. And again, I would like to see the art larger on this, because I think I see, I don't know, Vivian back there and maybe Nissa or something. Some of these have really good art, but it's just so cluttered nowadays. So where do I go here to check? Where can I check all my sleeves? I guess I have to edit a deck, then choose a sleeve. So many sleeves from all the years that I've played just being forgotten there. Those poor cat sleeves. When I got these country sleeves. Actually, I think I heard they're going to remove them because they're too political. Because of the war. Got these cat sleeves, puppy sleeves. This cartouche is cool. These basic ones. Goblins, all of the guilds. Nahiri looks cool there. Willamog, the various schools. Doggy. Planeswalkers, Xanathar. Various schools, Onyx. Yeah, I have so many cool sleeves, but they just don't get used. Those Halloween sleeves from Innistrad from last year, that doesn't feel like that came out a year ago. We got that Innistrad set, Return to Innistrad last year, and I remember getting these cool sleeves here, but they're all cool except the water one. That one's so weird. And then the little werewolf with pumpkins, they're all kind of falling by the wayside. And then that cool Markov sleeve, and that cat, and then the two fairies that are friends, and then that those mech ones from Kamigawa. Ooh, that's so much action on that. That Tezzeret's got way too much action. And then there's like a Gundam right there. I got all of the Capenna sleeves. Completed the collection of the Theros gods. Oh yeah, I got this. At one point I got this a Johnny X-Men imitation sleeve. Got that one tattoo sleeve. Tasha, Mila. Got these planeswalkers at some point. I don't even remember getting those. All of the crime family bosses. He's got so many good sleeves, and I just don't even use them. That Johnny. Wait, who are we looking at? So I don't recognize that. I guess that's a Johnny. Is that Nissa? Yeah, I don't even recognize those over there. That one's got a lot of action. Yeah, when did I even get these? I don't even remember. Braids. Is that Taysa? Oh yeah, these are the ones from Brothers War. And then and then there's Urza, I guess. There's Phyrexianized Ajani with action pose. Then I just got Titania right now. And all these other ones that could also be unlocked. City of Brass, Lightning Bolt, Bushwag, Spike, Mishra, some Gobot, another Titania, I guess, Johnny, no, Timmy, there's Vorthos, Johnny, Cryptic Command, Urza, Soul Ring. So many ways to customize. Ooh, that one's only 3,000. Yeah, that'll be cool. Let me grab that one just because I'm starting to use that avatar recently too. So yeah, let's set that one for default for a moment, even though I just said Gix. But that was too cute to deny. So we'll play one final game. We'll do the wrap up with Oswald. And, but let me switch my sleeve over to Vorthos. To Strike Terror. Hey, wait a minute, I just bought it. Didn't I just buy it, or did it needed me to confirm it? Oh, no, it's just a glitch. Okay. So I got the Vorthos avatar, I got the Vorthos card sleeve, and then I got the Black Lotus, which is rare to get. Yeah, save that. Play one game of this Oswald deck. Streaming for just about 3 hours, so hopefully this final game here will be a triumphant victory, and then we'll end at this point. Mono white versus mono black. Uh-oh, card draw. Card draw problem. Oh, I got removal there, so okay, it will be okay. Let's see if we don't get turn one thought seized. No turn one thought seize, but probably removal. Signet, okay, they have enough for their commander next turn, but then I've got removal on my turn, so we'll hold them back a moment. They could do removal themselves. Nope, they want to get, oh, okay, that's not a big deal. What does that do? Sacrifice to search your life for 2 basics, reveal them, put them in whatever. Okay, so that'll hold them back a moment. As for me, draw a card. Actually, what I should do, well, what I could do is use that to remove their, nah, they have enough mana. Anyway, sacrifice that, grab another mana rock. 3, 4, 5 mana in total. Wedding invitation, sure. Guess guess the most efficient thing would be to play that land, then the realm. Then we get a scry. Give me another removal, although I have Wrath. Nah. Now what I could do... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, what I could do is cast the Immortal Sun and sacrifice it right away for a... Meteor Golem. It's kind of a lot of effort for that. Maybe we'll play that a little smarter. Alright, I'm going to be getting dinged by her for... Okay, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. That was a good decision. Alright, next turn, Immortal Sun, I guess. Bad deal, sure. Drop 2 cards, don't care. (18 to 18). They have 5, 6, 7 mana in total. They need 8. Missed the land drop. Nope, but they got removal. That's fine. They have their 8th mana. Well, that Wrath is gone. Hmm. Five, 6, 7. I have 7 mana in total. They missed their land drop with that. If I get my 7th mana, my 8th mana. Nope. There it is. Let's just do it the hard way. Yeah. I had way too much advantage. Double draws from the Immortal Sun, cost reduction, plus go 8 mana, go get anything I want out of my deck. So that was the right decision, Cole. Alright, that would be a good spot to end it then on a victory. So, thanks everyone for coming to stop by, watch a little gameplay, do the crack-a-pack. Hopefully you see my latest videos, pass them along, and so forth. At the moment, the channel is at 1,847 subscribers, and YouTube tells me that I've got 25,000 hours of watch time, which is more than my usual. So, yeah, actually, people, the perverts, I mean, the fans have been really watching a lot my video on Cherry Pop Tart. If any of you saw that video or skipped it for good reason, but it's my number one. It's my number two most viewed in recent times. It was number one for a few weeks, but then the one I released on the 28th overtook it. But my commentary on that not safe for work comic book was very popular recently. Really resonated with the connoisseurs of that. See, look at that. For all of these. I released that video way back in January of this year, and it got some views. Okay, nice views, triple digits for a while, and then suddenly it jumped up in October. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 12,000, 23,000. It's at 26,000 views. There's a lot of comic fans out there, so that's an interesting curve. It's gotten me 113 subscribers, this video. Well, see, the thing about all of this content creation stuff, on the one hand, it's about, well, I want to create fun stuff that I like and such. But on the other hand, these networks just very not subtly guide you towards what they think you should do. So, for example, this is telling me by the numbers here about so many new subscribers on this one video. Because of this video, I got 113 new subscribers, and it's telling me very recently this is getting lots of views. Even in these last 48 hours, it's getting all of these views. People are browsing and finding this. People are getting this video suggested to them. People are searching this video or the content of this video. So technically, YouTube is telling me, hey, VM Campos, forget everything you've done before and make more videos on this topic. And this topic probably is adult triple X rated comic book reviews. This is kind of what it's telling me, because stats are a way to tell what to do. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. That's not a big hobby of mine. I wanted to do this one as my usual comic reviews, but this one resonated with the people. The magic videos get a lot of views too, but it's the shorts have been getting way more views than the long videos. My 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute long videos on Magic don't get as much views as the 1-minute long videos. Like here's the most recent one. Brothers War Retro Artifacts. So shorts get just a lot of views very quickly too. Some of them fade away and then some of them have longevity. So this one that's got 7,000 views in the last 30 days or so, 7,000 views, 7 subscribers, and the chart there shows that it jumped up the initial 1,000 views right away, kind of stayed stable-ish, then did a big jump again 8 days later, and then just kind of going steadily upwards. And then recently, people are finding that too. So short Magic videos that are 1 minute long, that's getting lots of views, not a lot of subscribers, not a lot of revenue. The Cherry video made me $1 compared to 2 cents, but that gets a lot of views. And then so all of these here that are vertical are shorts. So in all my recent top 10 videos are just the shorts. The only one that's a long form one is the Cherry Pop-Tart video there. And maybe, well, that means I need to watch the show and I don't have HBO Max. So that's that problem there. Now, non-shorts videos. So another one that was pretty popular was also another comic book review that was of the naughty variety. So when I reviewed Penthouse Men's Adventure Comics #1. That one got some amount of views. This one's an old. This is one I published way back in 2017. The top 10 most sexy comic book covers ever. I wonder why that one's getting a lot of attention from the associates of comic book lovers. This is funny. If we look at it in terms of lifetime, those are all those views. In total, it's 8,000 views. But this one is also some amount of revenue. $13. So that video that I made about the top 10 sexy comic covers back in 2017, it's made me $13 whole. Just out of curiosity, what's my top Magic video that isn't a short? A Rick and Morty comic got a lot. Playboy magazine from 1958 review got a lot. That Ramones video got a lot. Tiny Toons video. Oh, that music video that I made. Furry Comics A to Z. Okay, here's the highest rated Magic video. Magic Arena Starter Kit 2021 upgraded. So Wizards creates these bundles that has 2 complete decks plus a code to unlock it on Arena. I made a video there. That was that was a year ago, more than a year ago, August 2021, how to upgrade it. So that one's the highest rated Magic video. I used to get a lot of views when I would do those Planeswalker decks, but Wizards doesn't do Planeswalker decks anymore. Oh, and if you look at it here, well, that's not good. If you look at it here, you will see a downward trend. So at one point, people really cared about it, and then less and less. I wonder if there's a new one out, actually. Is there a 2022 edition? Well, we're about to go to 2023, so I'm late on that. But that one is the highest viewed Magic video. And yeah, it's a little behind the scenes stuff right there. So I went live on the 19th. I didn't really do too much on my channel for a bit. Then I went live again. I made that short, big pop in views. Then I made the Superman video. Didn't do too well. Then I did that UCSD video. Guess did okay. Then I did that 90s card video. That did okay. Came back down. And then I just released the short today or yesterday or whatever. Usually a short either right away goes to the moon, or it takes a couple of days, then it goes to the moon. And on some of them it takes even longer. It's so weird. But usually shorts get a lot of views. And shorts are supposed to be a gateway to get people to then, hey, let me check out this channel. They know about Magic. Let me subscribe to them. Anyway, that's some behind the scenes stuff. Let's wrap it up at this point. So once again, everyone, thanks for coming to hang out. Gabe, you got to go into the Discord app and change your settings because you're not getting the alerts. So sorry that other day that you showed up and no one else was there, even though I had sent you hours before that it looks like everyone was bailing at the last minute. So sorry you had to go out on your way for all of that. But yeah, check your app. Make sure you're getting these notifications because there's a lot of activity happening. And we just got a brand new member into the Discord, and maybe they will want to play soon. So keep an eye out for that, for a game coming up soon. So thanks everyone for coming to hang out. Watch those videos, like them, share them, and such, and we'll be in touch for next time.